Beautiful. Luke O'Shea, they're probably one of the best huggers in the industry with bad advice and poor directions.
Is that how everything's rated now, is by hugging?
I tell you what, the country guys in the industry are the best huggers. We've got Luke O'Shea. I think he took out that title for 2012. 2013. At the moment, I'm sitting with Jake Tomlins from We the Cowboys.
We the Cowboys or We the Cowboys?
We the Cowboys.
I can't even get names right. Big cheerio to Tony the Stalker, listening in from the sunny coast now.
Yes, that's right.
Her favourite band in the whole wide world is, of course, the Round Mountain Girls, that she travels all over the place. Doesn't matter where they perform.
That's it. Tony the Stalker is there. And, of course, we're talking tonight with Chris Eaton. How you doing, Chris?
I am fantastic, thank you. I'm having a lovely time. I'm actually sat at the top of the Q1 in Surfers Paradise at the moment.
Oh, well, you should have good reception then.
That's right, yeah. It's working fine. How are you guys anyway?
Oh, look, top of the world now that we're talking to you, Chris.
Oh, you said the sweetest things.
I know. We'll have to put you. We're going to have to put you to the test when we see you up here next weekend, just to find out what sort of cuddler and hugger you are.
Oh,
the title's up for grabs.
I do love a cuddle, actually, I have to say.
I think it's a great thing.
Now, of course, the Saturday night, the 13th, was the big album launch down at Coolangatta. How did that go?
Yes, yeah, we had a great night, actually. Old Pixie Jenkins came along to MC the night for us, which was great. And one of our support acts, unfortunately, Mr. Cassidy, who features, what's his name, Scott Owen from the Living End, and Danny Carr, Ash Grumwald's wife. They were meant to be playing, but Danny was 6, he just had a baby. So we got Marshall O'Kellin, used to be Marshall McFro, so he came along and played for us last minute. So we just had a great night. It was a big crowd turned up, and we had lots of fun.
Yeah, we said send our apology. We really, honestly, we had like about 6 things on that night, and it was crazy. But I did put a big post up on Facebook holding up photos of all the events that we missed. And
I saw that. We did take a roll, and we noticed that you weren't there. So
yeah, I know.
We're expecting a note off Mum next time.
Okay, well, that's why I put the note on Facebook, so you can see it.
Thank you very much.
Well, you've been very, very busy, because I know that we've got the album launch out. Tell us about the songs that are on the new album.
Oh, where did we start? It's been we recorded this album really differently, actually, the way the whole thing worked, because we're all so busy that we couldn't actually get in the same room at any time. I think the whole album was recorded without the 5 of us being in the same room at any one time, and that included sort of rehearsals leading up to it. So the way the whole thing was put together was a little bit different, and then we've had this scary time of trying to learn what we've actually recorded, but we're so happy with what's come out. And we got a couple of guests on it as well. We got Her Ladyship, the Magnificent Felicity Urquhart. We managed to squeeze her into a recording studio in Tamworth when we were down there for the Country Music Festival. She sang on one track for us. And Jack Thompson, the actor, he came and played harmonica on 2 songs for us, which was fantastic. And we didn't actually meet him, but we managed to nail him down to a studio in Sydney where he recorded his parts. But it's a little bit different, this album, I think. We've just gone for something maybe a little bit more listenable too, I think. It's the last album, the brief was, can you try and catch us what we're like live and give that real oomph, whereas this time I think it's just been a little bit more creative, maybe. I don't know.
I think that's a really hard balance to find, because I know I've listened to albums and I think, oh yeah, it's all right, I'll sort of give it a bit of a spin. But when you see some of the acts live, you go, that's not the same people. Like, I mean, what's going on here? So it's really hard to catch that, isn't it?
It is difficult, and of course, I think, with Round Mountain Girls, I think the live show is, that's probably where we're at, and when people come and see us, they just, they get off on the energy and the vibe within the band on stage, and so it is quite hard trying to capture that on an album. This time, I think lyrically probably it's our best, it's our best work. And the songs that Chris Brooker's written. He has a lovely tone with some of his lyrics, and he's singing a few more songs as well this time around, which is great. He's written half the album and he's singing half of it as well, so shouldering that responsibility. So it is a little bit different to what we've done before, but I think there's enough RMG oomph in there as well to keep the to keep the diehard fans happy. I would hope. So,
well, I don't think it's going to come, excuse me, too much of a surprise. Like the song we're going to feature tonight is "The Watch," so we'll have a chat about that in a minute. But we saw you at Urban last year at the Blaze concert when, we know the bass player blew up half the stage.
He did as well.
Yes,
chaos, wasn't it?
yes, we do remember that one.
We're hoping that's not going to happen this time.
No, but what happened was an amazing thing that I went, these guys are just like super professional, and it showed a different side of RMG because you're up there and you're getting the crowd going and everyone's yahooing and going. All of a sudden, kaboom, half the band's gone. We'll thank the bass player for that one.
Yeah.
But what happened there was just all of a sudden you've just gone, okay, guys, let's go for it. And you took to the centre of that stage and you gave us a beautiful, beautiful ballad. And it was just something like, whoa, hold on for a minute, these guys...
I think we probably just went guitar and fiddle, didn't we? I think
and it was just absolutely beautiful. And I think that's what I'm looking... I haven't heard the album yet, but this song here, and I'm sort of thinking, I think this is where I can feel this album's going to go. We're going to be dancing on one, and then all of a sudden we're sitting back and we're going to be listening to the stories.
I think we used to be scared of it, you see. I think we used to, you're playing a small pub and everybody's up and jumping and we thought we can't stop this, everybody's got to carry on. But whereas now I don't think, when you play the festival stages and all the people are there to listen, so I think we're now not bothered about stopping the show and taking the whole mood down and then bringing it back up again. But it's something we've had to learn as well, because obviously we're only young fellas, just learning the trade fresh out. So.
Well, I know that it was about a bit over 2 years ago now that the One Step Closer CD came across my my desk, and I've
got to tell you, I'm sick of that song. Seriously.
Anyway, I went straight through into the management and said, "There's a couple of songs here need to go on our playlist straight up," and of course One Step Closer and Chop Me Down were those two songs. And we had a request just a couple of weeks ago. We do a segment here after we've gone off air. Nick Irby does his show, and straight after that we do a track-to-track, back-to-back of a particular album, and we had a request for One Step Closer to be played back-to-back, and that was last week, and the feedback was fantastic. People hearing songs that they don't normally hear, and hearing the album, and I think that was just great to hear from that, and it's right on the verge of a new album coming out. So I think there's all these new RMG fans coming out after hearing music and then also seeing one of your gigs.
We're very lucky with the fans we've got, I have to say. We have a lot of, I don't know what it is really, but we're just very loyal and will come out and watch us and support us. And I say we're very blessed that we have the people following us that we do. It's very humbling.
Well, I think it's because you guys are having fun, and that really oozes out into the audience, which makes the audience have a lot of fun as well. Now,
we do have,
we've got 9 days left till we see you guys back here at Urban. You're going to be hitting the Urban stage around 12 o'clock on the Saturday.
Village stage midday on the Saturday, I think. Oh, is it midday or 1 o'clock?
12:15, so don't be late.
12:15, there you go.
We'll have to tell Rabbit it's 11 o'clock. Make sure he's there.
That's right. He's always late,
So are we going to be hearing a little bit of the old, or are we going to hear mainly the new stuff that's coming out?
Oh, it'll be a mix. I think we've got an hour and a quarter set, so we'll have plenty of time. We'll probably put 4 or 5 of the new ones on, which I say we're very excited about. And then there'll be plenty of the old stuff to keep us all happy, I think. So I'm really looking forward to it. Actually, we had a great time last time. So it should be fun up at the air. And there's a great lineup as well, isn't there? So,
I tell you, it's our 10th year up here at Caboolture for the Urban Festival, and it's just a fantastic lineup and celebrations that will be going off everywhere.
Yeah. No, it should be good one to go to.
Now, if people want to get a hold of the album next weekend, will they be able to do that at Urban?
Yeah. We have the album. It's on the website as well. So if people are keen to listen, it should be on iTunes by Monday or Tuesday as well.
All right, we're going to be going out with The Watch tonight. You want to tell us a little bit about this song?
The watch, I think if you're at my time of life, there's a lot of people can relate to this song, and I've seen, it's funny at the Blues Fest, because the situation we were just talking about, we got the whole tent jumping, and then we stop and play the watch, and I'm looking across watching grown men cry. It's a song that gets you. A deeply personal song to me. It's about the paternal passing of the baton, I suppose, that stage of life where you get to where your kids are now reliant on you. Maybe your parents have died, or they're getting old and they're reliant on you as well. And it's that point where you end up at the top of the family tree in terms of responsibility, I suppose. And so there's a lot of me in this song, I have to say. The first time I played it actually was at Urban last year. I did it at Songwriters Festival, and I choked up halfway through it, which is highly embarrassing when you sing it in front of a lot of people. There was a songwriters workshop, and so I'll say there was a lot of me in there. So.
Well, the one thing you can guarantee out of a Round Mountain Girls concert is there's plenty of energy, and one thing for sure, there's also plenty of emotion. So this is for everyone now. This is The Watch and Round Mountain Girls, and we look forward to catching up with you and the rest of the boys next Saturday.
Lovely. Thanks so much for having us on. Appreciate it lots, and hopefully we'll catch some people there next week.
As always, it's always good to talk with Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
Cheers, guys.